He could not guarantee that his wife would be safe these days. Leif stood there in silence for a long time. What Leif could not expect was that when she walked back to the room, at that time, the son who was afraid of your wife shouted at her that you were not a man. He also had no ability to protect his wife. Hearing his son scolding, Leif stood there silently without saying a word. When his wife heard his son scolding her father, she immediately became angry and called out to her son. The excited son finally calmed down. This night was destined to be a long night for Leif's family. Seeing that the sky was getting light, Leif, who had always wanted to live a normal life and didn't want to cause trouble, finally made a decision to protect his wife. He took advantage of the night to enter the house where the other party had smashed the house. He arrived at the injured Soviet army, who had been hiding there for 2 days. She knew that the German officer that the Soviet army said they were going to assassinate at the airport last time must be the German commander mentioned by WWII, who would be received tomorrow morning. So she finally decided to take the risk to help the injured Soviet army go to the airport. But she had a request, which was to hope that the Soviet army would assassinate the target mission and help the person who wanted to. The injured Soviet soldier agreed to Leif's request without hesitation. Then, with Leif's participation, the injured Soviet soldier slowly left the town and prepared to run to the airport near the town. As the Soviet soldier was seriously injured, they walked and stopped until it was a long time before they finally arrived near the airport. They also saw many abandoned fighter planes near the airport, so the two hid in an abandoned fighter plane to hide their whereabouts. The injured Soviet soldier finally spoke to Weifu and said that after I assassinated the target, the Germans would definitely try to escape, and it would be difficult to fire a second shot. Therefore, I can't guarantee that I can help you kill the Germans who wanted to invade your wife. Leif fell into a deep silence after hearing the Soviet soldier's words. He turned around and said goodbye to the Soviet soldier and prepared to leave. As a result, the German army suddenly strengthened its vigilance at this time. A German soldier drove a motorcycle directly and stopped next to the abandoned fighter plane where Leif and the others were hiding. The husband was trapped in the abandoned fighter plane and couldn't leave.